What's going on, y'all? You're now tuned in to the Brinks Podcast show. And today, it's the family in here as always. We got Spaceship P. Player partner Murphy here.
What go down?
What's going on, family?
Coolin'.
How boys week with how y'all week went this week?
Flew by.
Yeah.
Before we even start this show, for all the viewers, we do have new merch, Brinks Podcast. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all looking for some merch, DM Brinks Podcast on Instagram. And go get you some merch, man. You know what I'm saying? Get fly, man. Get your girl one, get your kids one. Yeah. That's how we rocking and rolling.
If y'all computer savvy, go on, like and subscribe. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Most
Yes,
definitely.
that's the most important thing for all the viewers that we growing this channel, that y'all take the time out to go like and subscribe. It's only take a few seconds to go subscribe.
Oh, and it's free.
Yeah, I subscribe to people's stuff all the time. If I'm liking it, it's just a couple seconds. You know what I mean?
That's all it take.
It's
all it take.
It'd be crazy because it'd be them strangers showing all that love, though.
You feel me? I don't understand that. It'll be the people you know, they'll see your shit, they'll pass it up, but the strangers show you the most love. It's like, I don't understand that. Like,
Bro, it's so crazy because it'll be the crazy part about the world.
What you call that, hate?
It's a bunch of different stuff in there, cause it be the same ones that I didn't probably let it hit the backwood and hit the, you know what I'm saying, we didn't smoke backwood together before, or wake up, see it come down a story and don't like it, you know what I'm saying, but I might check the views on my story, then they watching everything, they watch everything. It's like,
and that part I don't understand, because I can see you viewing my shit.
Like them up, bro.
But it ain't for you to really understand it. You know why you don't understand it?
Tell me.
Because at the end of the day, shit, that nigga, his daddy probably could have been a F nigga growing up.
No, we're gonna keep it out raw and uncut. His daddy was a what?
His daddy probably could have been a fuck nigga coming up.
So that's all he gonna know.
So that's what he knows. So pretty much his daddy could have been one of them dudes. You know how they ride around the hood on a Friday or something, like, man, what's up, baby? I see you, what's going on? And they shaking hands. Yeah, his daddy was one of them. Yeah. And soon he raised the window up and he driving off. He on the phone like, yeah, such and such.
Hold that pack back was them banana niggas like on belly.
That be. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. So that's what he doing though.
Yeah,
so look.
So basically he growing up thinking that shit is
cool. He thinking it's cool because he used to be in the car with his daddy. He riding around, shaking these niggas' hands, talking about I see you. Soon the window raised up and he hit the corner. He on the phone talking about, man, such and such thing. He doing this and that, selling this such and such. And his son hearing that. So him thinking that like, damn, my daddy doing it. So he don't feel like there's nothing wrong with it. So he's going to growing up having them same similar actions until it takes somebody to be like, hey, say homeboy, that ain't what that is.
So nigga got to start checking these niggas' family trees. Right?
Yeah, pretty much. You got to go to the family tree.
I ain't even see him in the store, and then I see him on the light and tell me everything I got going on my page though. Like, you still rapping, I see you doing your thing. Like, damn, bro, I ain't know you.
I ain't get a like from you. Shit.
I ain't like my shit.
Yeah.
You see me doing my thing.
Oh yeah, hey, I'm still doing it though. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I like one of the main things is too with people in the world. Like a lot of people feel like they failures in life. Like, they gave up. They didn't want to complete the mission. They ain't gonna say that, but they didn't. Yeah. They let life get the best of them. They're like, nah, they don't really believe they can do it. Okay. So if they sitting there and not really happy for them deep down inside because they feel like they failed, why they gonna see you doing something, trying to build, even though they know where you came from? Yeah. What's gonna make them be like, oh yeah, I'm finna smile, I'm happy because he doing his thing when I feel like a failure and I'm not doing nothing with my life. So that's why I'm being one of them ghost viewers that I want to see what you doing because I'm doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep on watching because I don't have nothing going on for you to watch.
So basically that's just like an undercover fan. Like,
yeah, basically.
Pretty much. Because they have mixed emotions. They like what they see, but then how they was brought up and what they seeing is kind of make them be like, they torn in between the two. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? On some R&B shit.
Like, I know that nigga, man. Yeah, that shit loud, but I ain't gonna like it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna like it.
But you're sitting watching though.
Like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, dude?
Just to see what's going on and stay in tune.
Yeah.
You don't have nothing going on, so you don't have nothing going on. Let me watch and see what they doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody that's doing something, like any real individual that's doing something out here, got something going on for their self-emotion, when they see anybody else that's doing a similar thing, they gonna salute them. If it's a way for y'all to get some money together, they gonna be like, man, hey, well, we can work it out and come to the table and have lunch and figure out how can we put it together and make it make sense. That's only for people that want more out of life and that's doing something. Those are the only ones that's gonna come and actually support you and be there. I met a complete stranger the other day in the grocery store. Every time I post a video, he gonna like it. You know what I'm saying?
Cause that shit free.
You get the most love from the strangers.
That's how it's always gonna come. So for the people that's watching, y'all want to spend all your time and want to put your best friends on and with the family and all the day ones. Look, you take the people that want to go. You get what I'm saying? And that's who you roll with, because doing that will set you back. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll be trying to put your work in, then put the work in for them, when there's people in the world that put the work in that they supposed to do while you doing yours so y'all can succeed. You get what I'm saying? I meet a lot of people in life, like good people, like that got the hustle and got the drive, but they close friends are people that's just, they want to party, they want to hang out every day. So
fuck with them bitches.
Or fuck with the bitches. So it's kind of like they don't even want to. You don't even. And you're not inspired by your friend that you seen that came up from nothing.
Yeah, and came from the same
situations and doing that. You're not inspired by that. You still want to party. You get what I'm saying? So it's more like I got a friend that's out west, like a stranger. She met a total stranger. She came in, but I told her, I said, "Them be the ones." I said, "Watch that girl come and do her job." Ever since she hired that woman been taking off doing her job. She been telling me, man, she go above and beyond like it's hers. I say, yeah, a stranger gonna do that.
They gonna see that vision. Yeah. Not to change the vibe or nothing like that, but I like to send my condolences out to PNB Rock. That shit was sad, man, and I feel like we gotta move a little more careful, man. We can't. I'm not gonna say that was his fault or nothing like that, but if you know you in a dangerous neighborhood, I don't think you should be putting up in these foreign cars.
You just said though we're gonna keep it real. So my thing is it was his fault for sure. Because this one thing I can say, you know, may you rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, I saw an interview. I think he had to deal with academics. And he was saying like, you know, a lot of people, these artists, when they get in the game, they still want to have that street image and be accepted by that street look. You can't come in a corporate business where you got nerds and geeks that's behind these machines and talking, and you want to be gangster with and act like a thug. That's not gonna work. You get what I'm saying?
But I feel like he wasn't trying to be a gangster. I think he was just feeling himself.
For you to come on, listen. If I'm too comfortable, but it's like I can't sit on the interview. I can't sit in no interview nowhere and be like, nah, I got security, but I don't got security. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way in hell I'm saying anything like that that's gonna give anybody the ups on me, because mind you, everybody we just got done talking about people that just sit there and watch you. But when you at a bigger scale like that, you can't see everybody that's seeing you. So it's very important how you move. You got to move like the president.
If he wanted to sit there and eat with his girl, he should have shut that hoe down and just been them in that hoe.
Or not even that, just
if I got
to go. Or you could have just pulled up in a regular car, no jury on. I mean, we wasn't there, so we don't know how it planned out. It could have been a nigga in the Waffle House made a phone call. Roscoe's made a phone call and like he up in.
Or they just kill out there security. Shit, security at the door, security at the table.
It's like you can't be comfortable, especially in these different cities. It's like you can't do that, bro. And you with your family at that.
Yeah.
You gotta move right and smart, bro.
And
keep that fire.
Yeah. I would just advise though, like, you know, we're in different times right now. Like I've been going to LA since 2011, and it's like I watched it really change after the pandemic and after COVID, and the world pretty much seen it. If they paying attention, they start running it. They running it in all the stores. The jurors, they being bold with it. You know what I'm saying? Like hold on now, y'all really feeling the impact and the effect on that on not having no money, and y'all just all the way letting it hang. So that was the first sign. You know what I mean? Even when the governor came out and said, hey, the police can't protect the tourists like that.
Yeah, they telling you don't come to the city. And I think that fall on all that scamming shit. Then when that scamming money ran down, niggas didn't know how to cope with it. They like, nah, I need to go get this money. I gotta do anything by it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the safest thing for the artist to do, even if you really coming from the streets and you really standing on that, that's cool and all.
Yeah, that's fine.
But when you want to be successful and change your life and your family life, you can't think about the streets, because we know what the ending is, results with the streets.
Exactly.
So why would you want to be over here with change your life with a bunch of millionaires and people in different tax brackets, and you still want to act like you stay in Section 8?
Yeah.
So you want a house full of people that ain't got 10,000 saved to their name, and you want to hang around them people all day?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even like playing golf. I'd rather go sit on the golf course and just hear and see what they talking about.
Nah, for real,
Act like
for
I
real.
know how to swing it, because it's money on this golf course.
Suck up some knowledge.
That's all.
Niggas turned the industry to in the streets.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Can't do that, man.
Because you got them people that's in the industry. You don't ever hear nobody like this. Another thing, too. You always hear about our own people lashing out at our own people or dissing our own people in the industry.
Yeah.
Or when a certain artist get mad, they'll be like, man, fuck the record label or tag the record label.
Yeah.
They never specify who they talking about and who they talking to.
Yeah.
They won't.
Yeah, they not.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Someone don't even know.
yeah, that because you too street.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? If you too street, if you understand when you in business and your life being changed, understand what you're around. At least play dumb so you can find out information or be somebody that cry later on talking about I ain't make no money off this song and the label did this and the label did that. What was you paying attention to?
Facts.
What did you read?
Yeah, facts. No bullshit.
Why you didn't make no money off what?
Yeah, and you putting this work in.
And you putting this work
Yeah,
in.
what are you doing?
Nigga just sign the shit out there.
What they gave you, like how they gave you a chain and said, huh, you like,
And speaking of California, and Sauce Walker had a little incident. Maybe like I want to say probably like 2 days after the little P&B Rock situation.
nah, that was before.
It was before. Okay.
Yeah.
California getting crazy, man.
Yeah.
Nigga said that hoe been crazy.
How y'all
Nah,
feel about
California
that?
really been crazy.
No, they been crazy,
But
but,
it's like
they out of control now.
It's certain, but it's just certain things that you don't do. Like California, that's where the gangs originated.
Niggas is
listen,
getting robbed on.
listen. California is where gangs originated.
No, that's
They
understood.
gun laws is like that for a reason because it's real live gang activity. People really dying like every day. This their lifestyle. They eat, sleep, breathe this.
But back in the gap, niggas wasn't getting killed in Beverly Hills or getting robbed.
We don't know what they was getting killed at. It probably wasn't as
Yeah.
much. It probably wasn't as much.
No,
But
I'm saying it's at an all-time high now. It probably was happening, of course, but now it's just at an all-time
But
high
I say
now.
this because
The rapper-
California is real gangsters over there.
Nah,
Like
facts.
even like certain other places when they repping the gang culture. What gang culture originally came from? California, right?
Yeah.
So it's like these people eat, sleep, breathe that. They don't really have no choice.
Yeah.
When you come in this city, when the gangsters, gang members out here in Houston, you wake up, they make the decision. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get down out there. If you want to come outside, man, pick a side. That's how they really live, and it's totally different. This do or die over here.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? So that's all they know. So if you coming from somewhere where it's not like California, because it's not California, and they coming out just because you got blessed and lucky to slide in the hood for a month or two and they ain't do nothing to you, you feel like, oh yeah, nah, man, I'm good in Cal. I go to any hood. Who said that?
Yeah, shit, nah, for real.
The right people,
like
the right people ain't see you yet.
Yeah, facts.
You get what I'm saying?
And niggas always got this checking in word like, checking in is something you should do, man. Hey, man, I just landed in your city, man. I'm finna be here. Woo, woo, woo. You need to do that.
I ain't never had a problem with checking in.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong.
I'ma
with
let
that.
my-
I'm in somebody else's city.
Checking in, this for you youngsters. Checking in, for those that don't know, checking in is not like, oh, you bowing down to somebody like, oh, now I gotta holler at you when I touch your city. Checking in is a form of respect.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And showing love. Hey, I just landed on your soil. Where you from and where you at? Hey, what's happening? What's going down? What clubs is going down?
Yeah,
Where I could be and where I can't be.
And then who you tapping in
Yeah,
with,
with-
they gonna let you know like,
Well, that's what it
you
is.
can't do this. You can't go here. It ain't safe. You know, you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what checking in means.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Nothing
checking
wrong
in,
with that.
checking in to save your life.
Facts.
Depending on who you checking in with.
And get your shit back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for shit
most
show.
definitely, most definitely.
For shit show, but somebody take your shit though. You don't want your shit back.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'm
to you.
saying? Like just being all the way gang, you don't want your shit back. You don't want something else. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what
Better
we
get
on?
something else.
Yeah, for shit show. And we ain't talking about no jury. Nah, for real though. What you was saying though earlier, Space?
Oh, about what?
Nah, you saying when you had said the Sauce Walker situation.
Oh yeah, it was saying somebody tried to rob him or something like that,
Yeah.
and he got in a physical altercation with him. Then the robber went like 2 blocks up the street to rob another person, but ended up killing him. I'm like, damn, that shit, they're crazy.
I just say this. I want to say this, man. It's, like one thing that I seen, honestly, when I seen that, I'm like, okay, it's a blessing to see Walk still alive because he's from the city. I'm
Shouts
happy. I'm happy. I was happy to see that. And that's, you know what I'm saying, that's number one, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to certain stuff like activity like that, though, I ain't nothing to talk about. Like, I would rather for you to hear from the news, hear from the critics, hear from the people that trying to change the narrative, but you're just not going to hear from me. You get what I'm saying? If you want to talk to anybody going to say something, let the lawyer talk. Because, you know what I'm saying, that's going to save me and keep my ass where I'm at. But I'm not talking about nothing that's happened to anything dealing with.
You saying as far as what he said on?
Yeah, I wouldn't even came on the gram and said that.
But see, I think he was coming on the ground, letting niggas know, like, nah, you ain't taking my shit. I'm not going for it. But at the same time,
cool.
I understand what you're saying.
Everybody don't go. These days and times are so wicked and evil. You getting on there and you even speaking at your tongue, man. Everybody don't go, I don't go. It's a couple people in California looking at that video just on some wicked shit like, nah, nigga, you go. You just I just ain't catch you yet. Yeah, my people ain't catch you yet. They feel the same way I feel. And you doing all that capping too. And you just smoke one of the opponents from this side. And I said it because they all in the comments and talking, you know what I'm saying? Like, they messed up about that. You know what I'm saying? So,
and by all this happening, do y'all think, like, they gonna stop throwing so many events in California, like BET Awards?
No.
Nah,
you need to listen. They need to.
The artists at risk.
No, they need to listen to artists like The Game, that's still alive, that's from there, that's moving how they move. Certain artists, you just need to listen to hear what's going on. You don't go to California with a Tupac mindset and attitude. You see what happened to Tupac.
Nah, that's facts.
You get what I'm saying? If you not from there, you can't be moving like that. You don't see The Game walking around California eating no Roscoe's with all this jewelry on.
Nah, hell no.
All right then.
You know better.
But shit, in the comments and shit, that niggas was like, shit, niggas don't even go to that hoe.
Yeah, everybody was saying that. Like the Roscoe's that he went to.
And you hear what I just said.
Niggas that live there don't even go there.
You wouldn't even see them niggas over there at Roscoe with their jewelry on.
But I feel like artists nowadays, I don't really think they're gonna be digging that Cali shit. Like,
but nah, this what comes. That's why it balls back into checking in.
Yeah.
If you gonna come somewhere and go anywhere you checked in with the right people, they would have told you don't take your ass over there with all that jewelry on.
No, but see, he had people on that side. And
man, the man
tired.
Is gone. I know you couldn't have been tired. You couldn't have been tired, and it couldn't have been understood nothing.
I understand that he was too comfortable. He was already tied in with certain people, so he felt like he could just do what he wanted to do. He was just too comfortable.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen anytime.
In that hole unless he had the whole shut down or security guard on site.
Yeah, when you making, and another thing about these artists, bro, you're not, you don't have to be tough. It's nothing wrong with security, bro. Like, it's nothing wrong with security.
Especially when you get in a different tax bracket. Because I know me financially, when I'm in a different tax bracket, I'm security everywhere I go. Yeah. Like, I don't care about nobody saying nothing about, listen, I came up out the streets, nigga. You know me, you know. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even about who being the hardest in the street. It's not us about staying alive and being here for my family and being here to build. Man, I'm security everywhere. Yeah. That's crazy we said that because on the way here, I'm not already knowing what the future gonna be. Like, I'm like certain events, I don't even want the police. I want the force that's higher than them. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna sit there and sit on buildings. That's gonna actually thoroughly, to where when the people come that's about that shit, you feel intimidated when you see them people like that, but they not gonna harass you and mess with you because they here working for, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta move. You gotta move a certain way. Yeah. And that's every time you see when we go out.
The baby, nigga, every time.
Man, hey, but if you move a certain way, you ain't gotta do them like that. Yeah. You get in, you get out, you move. Yeah. If y'all want to go to LA, especially for you hustlers too, man, the free game for me. When you go to LA, it's okay to look like a bum. It's okay to look like a bum and look raggedy and have a set. That's cool. You just playing chess. Because if they see a person that look like he ain't got nothing and walk around looking like a bum, they ain't finna fuck with you. Exactly. They want what's looking like the bad. Exactly. So people that's going to LA with your jewelry on, whether you going for music or whether you going out there to go do what you do to hustle and get it, they are sitting back looking at niggas that's coming out that plane with chains on, that's walking with the designer shoes, looking like dope boys. They gonna get you.
And the way California is so put together, you could jump off the motherfucking plane. You got a nigga from the hood that work at the airport making a phone call like, hey, you know, such and such just dropped in.
And they on your ass.
Or even at the hotel room, you know, he at the hotel room. So, I mean, that shit is crazy either way you look at it.
And know this, Christmas is coming up. Oh, yeah. And you see what they doing right now So I want to tell y'all first for the holiday, y'all listen to this podcast show. When your parents and your girl go shopping, make sure they shop during the daytime. Make sure they park by the valet. Make sure you get straight in your car.
And have that firearm.
Man, have that firearm. If you see anything look like it's been following you, do 100. If it's still following you, you know what you got to do. Like, you got to. But
Houston, Texas, man.
Houston, Texas, California, everywhere.
Everybody
they see what's
should
going
have
on.
a firearm on them.
Yeah, for sure. Because for these holidays, y'all see the world going crazy. These same people hungry.
So you can only imagine when Christmas come around.
You can only. I'm telling y'all, Christmas time. When you go out, shop safe. It's okay to do Christmas shopping looking like you about to go in there and steal.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Looking all about that's cool. As long as you for real.
Open carry state. So in them stores you can have your firearm. So
this another thing. Like what he's saying, I totally agree 100%. This is open carry. That don't mean walk in these stores with your gun on your hip for the person that's robbing you, saying you got a gun on your hip and know how to approach you. You get what I'm saying? So don't get the open carry too twisted. And like I'm gonna have it on me because a person that's know how to move strategically gonna get you while you have it on you.
You gotta know what you're doing. You can't just
know how to move.
But we gotta specify that to certain people. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll have it on them. And hey,
I'm walking at home with no hip like no hood nigga in your shirt. You gotta be in the holster, man. You gotta be in the holster.
All that old hanging out your pocket
and don't all that. Getting ready to cock it back. No, it needs to be ready.
Yeah, there you go.
Because you never know what you got to, know what I mean? Yeah, get ready for all that. If you got to cock it back, you could have left it where it was at.
No bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? Because you wasn't even ready. Just being 100. That's just for decoration. And you playing with your life.
But that's just to stay safe. Your woman should have one.
Yeah.
Your mother, your granny, your auntie.
Yeah.
You know, everybody should have a firearm in these days and time.
Yeah,
how's going on?
Nah, for real. I always tell my people over and over, somebody at my door, let me see. Why you talking about let you see and you answering the door with that type of energy? You ain't got no gun. You feel me? Like you don't need to be you need to be scared when somebody knocking on your door. You ain't got no gun.
Even though that's sad to say,
you need to be worried for your life these days and times. If somebody knocking at your door at nighttime, whether they trying to sell, you need to be worried if you ain't got no gun. Because those are the days and times that we're living in. It's sad to say, but
there's too much going on.
Too much going on, man. Too much going on. Life's short. You gotta love. You gotta love your people. It ain't even a time to be on bad terms with people. You know, but you don't let nobody play you. You know what I'm saying? And you don't try to bring alive dead situations. But you know, you don't walk around stuck up, mad with your family members or feeling some type of way with people that really, at the end of the day, love you, and y'all could talk about whatever the situation is like adults and get past it, rather than letting the ego, you know what I'm saying, the pride get in the way. You get what I'm saying?
Cause life's too short, man.
Because you're gonna feel even worse. It's gonna hurt you worse when you lose your people and you ain't even get to talk and come to, you know, make ends meet and come at peace with your people, and you know that. You know what I mean? So it's always, you know, good to let the bullshit go. Get to it. What you boy got up for the night though?
Man, you know we kicking it cooler, man. You know we just going with the wind, whatever.
Friday, you know,
Freaking Friday.
Yeah, okay, Freaking Friday.
Yeah, the bit.
Hey. It's Friday, niggas just chilling, you know.
Putting that work in.
Yeah, man. That's what, you know. We number one thing to do, and I want to just give advice to the future entrepreneurs, because I learn as I go. And I meet a lot of different people. Like, they always be quick they'll hit me up like, man, I want to get such and such artists. I want to get such and such to promote my product and do this for my brand. Yeah. Listen, I want to let y'all know, this coming from somebody that these guys in here, my witness. This coming from a guy that spent thousands just dealing with different people and, you know, going through the process of trying to learn what I'm doing. And at the end of the day is you have to sell you. You get what I'm saying? No matter who you put in where your product can have it, you have to sell you at the end of the day, because they can only post it one time or, you know, wear it and then people see it, but that's it.
And then not only promote you, but be consistent about it.
Yeah. And then relationships are worth more than money. When you got relationships with people, it's totally different. And they people that's rocking with them will see, nah, my homie really rock with such and such, because you will see, I done seen them in this stuff a couple times. I done seen them a couple times. When it's like that, those relationships that's solid, that's been made. So, you know, when you have a relationship with somebody versus trying to pay them to do something for you, it's totally different. You know what I mean?
That's real.
So it's just like, you don't have to spend all your money or have to be thinking you have to target people that's famous for your brand and your business, because you could be the person to make more off your business and get your business further than the artist or the celebrity that you thinking to get there. You just have to think about something that works. Like, you do it a different way. If it wasn't working that way, and I guarantee it's gonna work as long as you don't give up. And I'm a living witness to say you can do more numbers and you can do better just by promoting and doing you versus looking for artists and different people that have following to promote who you are.
Consistency is key, man.
Yeah, consistency is key, and you have to sell you. People want to know what they supporting. People want to know who they supporting, and we're in a different day and era, so it's kind of like what you're not comfortable with, you got to get comfortable with. As far as sitting in here in a podcast show, just venting and talking while it's being recorded, and we just talking, that's something that certain people, like I know I have to do, you got to come out your shell, and you got to understand, even with the politics that come with this, it's certain stuff that we always talk about, like, man, we got to talk about that bullshit. And like, you got to talk about bullshit, because that's what people want to hear.
In this day and time.
And that's sad, because it's like, damn, I thought we could just serve them real and just talk that. Yeah, people hear that and they'll talk that, but if you wanted to go further and go somewhere, you have to add certain things that you would normally do. That don't mean go against your values and your morals and your principles in life.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? You never weigh that out with nothing, but you just have to figure it out at the end of the day.
But you notice, if you put out some positive shit, niggas will listen to it. But the moment you put out some negative shit, like some controversial shit, they tapping in.
Yeah, but it's like this the thing. We living in a world today where it's a lot of fake stuff going on. So 9 times out of 10, like a lot of people this is the funny part about it. The people that takes their time out and reply on comments and be even replying back to other people when certain posts come up, those are people that consciously feel some type of way deep inside about what you said. It was that real, and it was the truth in some kind of way that they going out their way to do extra stuff for it. And in this world, stuff go viral when it's real and people know it's real. And a lot of people don't be wanting to accept it because it probably happened to them in a way that they didn't like it. And when they seeing what you're doing, probably remind them of that. Again, you know what I'm saying? They're like, nah, I don't really like that. And it's like different things happen in life. We'll never know everything and understand it. But certain things is not for certain people. That's why you just have to keep pushing with what you're doing until it happens. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Big backwoods.
Big backwoods, man. These niggas smoke like a freight train, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, another thing too for all y'all smokers and all y'all young hustlers, like, there's a lot of fake stuff. A lot of fake stuff be going on out here.
Yeah, man.
With the products and identifying stuff. So you can go buy you some Jeters, you can go buy you some whatever and scan it, and they Instagram or something pop up. Don't mean it was real. You know what I'm saying?
They had a 15-year-old girl. I'm not sure what state it was, but she overdosed at school. A 15-year-old girl.
What's she overdosed on?
I'm not sure. I don't want to lie to you.
Fentanyl or something?
It had to be some shit like that. Like, this shit getting crazy.
We're crazy. Hey, one thing, what y'all think about? Like, I always be talking like, what y'all think about the future?
As far as what?
Like cryptocurrency, electric taxis. They say by 2035, it'll nothing but electric cars on the road. Remember I told you this a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
I said they going but now they're finally coming out with it and throwing it out there a little bit. Like, okay, let's sprinkle a little bit on them and let them know what's to come. But it's a lot of.
Not to cut you off, he just showed me something I never seen. He pulled a card out. I asked for his number. He put the card in the back of my phone.
The dot card.
Is that what it's called?
There's many brands.
Okay, well, the one he did, he put it on the back of my phone. His contact came to my phone, his email and all that shit is just locked in and saved by itself. So it's like, this technology getting crazy. That shit getting crazy, man.
Yeah.
That shit getting crazy.
You need to get some of them hoes.
What cards, huh? Yeah. Hey, and need to invest in cryptocurrency though.
Oh, that's for sure.
Hey, so all y'all that don't know, that's thinking about it, that is the future. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to go buy and what to go do. Yeah. But I could tell you that cryptocurrency is the future. Yeah. And learn about blockchains, learn about holding stocks, learn about holding long term, and understand what's the definition from a long term and short term. You know what I mean? You got people that study the charts that know exactly how to read them They could do short term and day trade and forex because they studied the charts. That takes time out your day, and you have to go. You also have to go back in time 2 years back to study them charts and see how they was moving, because it's all the same. The cycle is going to continue to do what it's been doing, like repeating itself. But so you have to study them charts. That's for day traders. Just giving y'all the knowledge. Day traders be the ones that be up every day trading or doing forex, because they know how to get these different currencies and exchange them, like Chinese currencies, and make money off of them. As far as like staking it for a little bit, like get interest on it. Versus when you hold it long term, you buying certain cryptocurrencies that you believe in, and you see what they standing on, and then you did your homework on. So you like, okay, these coins are X or whatever they is, and you buy a couple thousand of those, and you let them sit. So you let them sit. Letting them sit could be for 2 to 5 years, 10. It all depends on what they doing and how quick they developing over there. You get what I'm saying? And and if they have a real use case, if they have a real use case to what they doing, then 9 times out of 10 it'll be a demand for it, and it'll be a real use case. You know what I'm saying? Because if they have actual liquidity, which is people have to find out these different terms and phrases when it come to speaking about crypto, because this all is the same topic. It's about money. We talk about the dollar. We know, okay, shit, 100, 50, 20, ones, then quarters.
But I ain't gonna lie, I like how it's going, because eventually the crime rate gonna drop. You gonna run up on the motherfucker.
That's exactly.
They ain't gonna have no money on them.
Listen, that's exactly what's going to go on. I seen an article earlier that I was watching, because like every night I always looking, seeing what's going on. It's like 5 to 7 countries that's cashless right now. So I like be seeing on. It's like I think was that what country that was, but 10 banks got robbed in the same day. So you got 10 banks. You got our country that's already in debt, and instead of printing out money just on their own, you got all these people that's scamming, and then you got people that's robbing all these banks. So you actually think that
money ain't gonna be valued.
Money gonna be valued. So you actually think 2 years from now that they're still going to be scamming like this, talking about all banks tap in? No, because this,
you got a bank account, you got a Chase account, tap in.
Like the financial system is going to change.
Yeah, which is good.
And then what's the smartest way? The world is so crazy. What's the smartest way to get them? Is to catch them off guard. I know they ain't gonna read on nothing on this and do that. They ain't gonna do this. They gonna stay stuck on this. So when it's time and then hit it, and the switch being hit, they start telling you about it. Hey, what's that? What's that? It's too late. The price is already this. So you gotta go with what's going on to make it happen. And people like to say cash is king. And it will forever be. And I sat back and studied. I'm like, that's cool, but that's only coming from people that got a lot of money put up and buried. You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, shit, I got money, but you don't know that money is not going to have no value like we thought it was coming up.
Exactly.
I asked one of the homies if he knew what the New World Order was. He was like, well, what's that? I said, shit, I heard about that 10 years ago. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's real. Like everything that's going on right now, that was part of it, you know what I mean? But people don't read and take the time out to understand that. Oh, you crazy, or you... Nah, crypto is the future. Just for the viewers and the people that's knowing. So
stocks too, man.
Don't sleep on stocks. And understand that crypto in the stock market is similar, but when cryptocurrency is you investing in currency, money. That's, like the dollar, digital money. That's what you're investing in. When you're investing in stocks, you're investing in companies like iPhone, Apples, Teslas, and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So my thing is, I was in stocks. I made money off stocks, but I strayed away from the stocks once I studied cryptocurrency, because I'm like, if I'm investing something, why not invest in the money? Because you need money to invest in stocks and these different businesses. And when in any day,
but you still want to
in both.
Stocks, though.
Yeah, it's cool to have a portfolio of both. You get what I'm saying? It's cool to but it's like at the end of the day, it's like I know, this the money right here.
Because all this shit,
but like
paying off.
This the thing. All right, I want to get some game.
All this shit.
Listen,
from the phones to the clothes to the liquor.
And I want to get
everything.
Let me share this with you. Let me share this with you right here. So just imagine, like he said, with his cell phone, right? I'm gonna ask you, what would you rather do? This is one brother sharing knowledge to one another. So would you rather buy a phone and buy nothing but Apple stocks, right? And you like, shit. Or would you rather buy a whole bunch of crypto that you know that's gonna be actual currency with a real use case and liquidity? You can spend it, you can transfer.
Apple ain't
it.
never going nowhere.
Listen, I'm not saying that. But this what I'm finna give you some game too. It's
Apple
a reason. I'm going somewhere with this. That's why I'm standing on crypto, and why, because at the end of the day, Apple not going nowhere. Listen, Apple is not going nowhere. I could take an Apple for Apple stock and what, and just sit into the growth. Listen, yeah, and I can't stake that and make no money off it. Once
Why not?
What?
You making? What you mean you can't make no money off of it?
Like, go ahead, talk to me. I want to.
Investing in the Apple stock, why you can't make no money off of it?
No, talk to me.
Buy enough of shares, and you can't make money off of Apple.
Yeah,
okay, listen. I understand.
And that's just one stock.
Listen, I understand that if you buy stocks in Apple, you buy enough shares, you could do that, right? But what I'm saying is, when you have cryptocurrency, you can go to these major institutions and banks that's upcoming, and I'm glad we talking about this first because they can go look at this video when it's produced, and I said it. You can take your crypto. If I want to take my portfolio right now and say, look, I want to stake 70% of my portfolio, and what I mean by staking is it's sitting over there and it's gaining interest and making money off it wise with the bank.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, when you making millions, if I made $100 million, then when it's time to pay taxes, I'm gonna have to pay $40 million in taxes, right? So why would I want them to take all my fucking money like that on taxes when I could take my money, put it right there in the bank and stake it, let the money make money off of it, and then I can spend that money, and then I'm avoiding paying all these taxes because I'm making money off the bank, making the money off something that's being staked.
You making money both ways.
Yeah, but
I don't see no wrong in both ways.
But you make more money. You can stake your money and make more money, and then
I hear that, but
like certain with the stocks, it's good when the company go up, you make money, but you can make money.
You gotta invest in the right company though. Do your homework on the same thing like in crypto. You just gotta invest in the right shit and know what you're doing though. Yeah. But Apple ain't never going nowhere.
Now I'm not saying
you gotta pay your phone bill.
You have to.
You gotta talk on the phone. Hey.
Yeah, Apple gonna be.
And that's just like you owning that whole. You own Apple. You owning a percentage of Apple now.
Yeah,
so you paying the phone bill, but shit, you own that whole too though. So you like fuck it. You making.
Yeah, listen, this is me. I'd rather have a nice amount of Apple shares, but I'll be totally behind and standing on staking my money. So why is over there with the bank making money off my money, and I ain't never having to spend it. The amount I gave them, if I'm giving them, if it was fucking.
Yeah, why you making that money off?
But listen though,
invested in Apple, invested in stocks.
You right. I could do that without staking it. So if prime example, just hypothetically speaking, if I get them $400,000 in assets, right? Yeah. That's what I gave the bank. That's what we agreed on. Yeah. But this $400,000 is gonna stay there, but it's making money off people that's just starting and buying it at the price that I bought it for, and the bank lending it to them and they paying it back with interest. So that $400 is not gonna go nowhere. But by me staking it, the $400 in turn to $650. Yeah, look, $650. Yeah. So guess what? I can take all that, pay my bills, everything, and the money's still there. The money gonna keep on growing money on money.
And I can invest in stocks. And that's long term.
You're right. And
you making money on money while you sleep.
I'm not disagreeing, but what I'm saying is you can't do that with no stock until the stock go up and it hit and you take that. You get what I'm saying?
Loans. You just said loans. We talking about long term now.
I was giving a definition of long term and short term. People money different. So this for people that
people ain't trying to
you get
that money and
some people could take a short term, some people could take long term. So we got to give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Kind of in both ways, because you know what I'm saying. Like we don't know how a person coming that don't know about this and finding out shit. He might.
Well, I say you gotta do your homework and you gotta know what you're doing and know what companies you're investing in. Both ways, crypto and stock. Yeah. You gotta know what you're doing, but you just can't take your money out your bank account. It's best to have no money in the bank account and invested in stocks and crypto. You know, have your money making money versus just sitting in the bank account doing nothing.
Yeah.
But You gotta know what you're doing though.
Yeah.
You know, people just ain't just finna put their money over there because they feel like they don't know what they're doing. They don't see their money doing it. They want to take it right back out and shit.
But another thing too, even if they do know what they're doing, if you're gonna invest your money, you can't be investing with your emotions. Yeah. Like if you investing with your emotions, you're gonna lose. And a lot of people, that's what they do. Yeah. They invest with their emotions. They see something going down. They, oh man, I'm gonna take my money out before it go all the way down. Yeah. The minute they take their money, it went all the way up.
Shoot up.
It always happened to people like that. It always happened to people like that. Because a lot of people, when they come, they gonna think with their emotions. When I first came into the space, I thought with my emotions. I missed out on 6 figures that I could have made easily. Yeah. But I'm emotionally moving, but I'm glad I went through them phases and them steps because it's like I know now. You know what I'm saying? So now when it's time, it's like, okay, I know what I need to do. Now it's like when I look and think, okay, that's cool, but
that was a little trend, little phase. Everybody was talking about the little Forex, everybody was on the little that shit then. But that's the future though. So even though it was a little trend, little phase, people need to really get up on that now because that's what's
gonna be what it is in a few years from now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It definitely is.
Cause niggas ain't Robinhood and crypto and shit no more. But the real niggas real. The real people really still is.
The people that was on it, like you know how I talk about it and bring it up, or you know what I mean. But people like at first when we start seeing on the gram, you'll see people, hey, tag me if you know what I can invest in. If you know this, you seen everybody doing that, but they're only like shit. They finna do it in a little bit shortly when it's a court case that's going on afterwards. When they see these altcoins start to spike up and people saying they did this and they did that, they gonna be back to how they was at first, scrambling like chickens with their head cut out trying to find out. When really it's really when Pimp C said ain't nobody tripping because the money already made. You feel me? That's for the long termers that was sitting over there without their emotions in it. That was still buying it. Like still talking about it, still getting it, like still bringing it up like we talking about it right now. Yeah. Like nah, it's real. Thanks. It ain't just because we don't talk about it and post this shit. 100% behind it is still about that.
So anybody got any projects coming out? Like I know you got the merch and shit going on, and you know me and Murph do music. I mean, let the viewers know what you got lined up for the winter.
I got some more. I got some winter gear. Pretty much, basically, what I'm doing is, you know, really revamping the brand and also like bringing back the logo too on the hoodies for the new listeners, the people that just catching on tours and standing on, so they could also see the original brand in the logo, and just you know continue delivering these podcast shows, whether if it's a guest or not, just giving them real and raw content, stuff that they want to see, like
kicking that shit.
Ain't nothing over here that we do scripted, you know what I mean? Yeah. We keep everything raw, dog. Cameraman don't take nothing out. Like when we tell him, I tell him, man, keep everything how it was done because everything is like a growth stage. Thanks. You know what I mean? So, and this is who we are at the end of the day. So, you know.
You got any projects coming up or?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a tape. I'm gonna probably drop my shit like spring, so that's like March.
Okay.
But I'm a nigga still been working.
Nigga ain't get me on the tape yet, but it's all good though.
Am I on yours?
You damn right. Yeah, you is on one of my tracks.
And you on one of my tracks too though.
Okay,
we need some more though.
Yeah, we do.
And we need some visuals too, guys.
Yeah, nah, for real.
Speaking of visuals though, we got a visual we finna drop. Well, not drop. We recording the video next Friday. You know, stepping on niggas. I got a project dropping. I don't really too much got a date on it, but the name is Flying Tensions. You know, we're gonna stay on you niggas' necks, stay on you niggas' chests, and just be consistent and all in your face.
Meanwhile, go tap into the channel.
Yeah.
GMG TV, Player Partner Lil Murph, Spaceship P. Don't tap in.
And I can't stress this enough. If you're looking for some Brinks Podcast merch, go on Instagram, follow Brinks Podcast, DM, and get your merch, man.
Basically, you know, if y'all want to support something real and somebody, you know, that's doing something like for the culture and doing something to share knowledge and to wake all people up at the same time. So it's kind of like the whole goal is to give entertainment, share knowledge, share game, and also let people know I don't care what, I don't like to go in a certain a religious belief, but it's a higher power and a God that you have to believe in, you know what I'm saying, in life.
Yeah,
you
God
know,
start with everything.
Because it keeps a balance somewhere in life, informing you're gonna need it, especially going through different phases in life. You're gonna need to have some kind of higher power to connect with to restore the energy and keep yourself built. So as long as you're keeping God first, staying consistent and being true and real to yourself, man, anything that you touch is gonna prosper, because as long as you got God, and it don't matter about nothing else.